So good morning from Atlanta, Georgia, and this is the Paramveer Sports Complex, second day of competition, and it's the Kingsmen who will take on Clarion Eagles in a very important matchup. All the matchups are very important. This is a Group B clash, and as you can see, the players have already taken the field with the news that the Kingsmen, they have won the toss and they've asked Clarion Eagles to bat first. Kingsmen being led by Saad Ali, and Akashit Gomel will lead the charge for the Clarion Eagles. So news out from the middle is that the Kingsmen, they've won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. In the box with me, Shaw Faisal. And Shaw Faisal, welcome to the second day of competition here at the Atlanta Open.
Thank you very much, Lenny. Good morning and good morning all. This is a mouth-watering contest. There are some big players in both the lineups. And if you look at the Kingsmen, obviously they come up with a lot of strength. Sharjeel Khan, Syed Saad Ali, Ramiz Raja Jr., Milind Kumar. The list goes on. Hassan Khan, the mercurial Hassan Khan. And also Anwar Ali, former international. Ziaul Haq, formidable fast bowler. Make up their 11, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowlers go, because it's early morning start, it's cloudy, and it will be a challenge for Clarion Eagles, who boast big names as well. Sanjay Krishnamurthy, a star, Akarshit Gomel, who had a fantastic tournament last year, Harmeet Singh, Mohammad Mohsin, Mukhtar Ahmad, Najaf Shah, Saif Badr. They keep coming. Stephen Wigg is in the playing 11, I was told by Akarshit Gomel a while ago. So this is a really big clash, an important one for Clarion Eagles, who are coming off the back of a defeat yesterday.
So we're ready for the first ball, and here we go. Shortish ball, good start, and that ball into the onside. Early life on this pitch, Shaw Faisal.
That was expected because of that huge patch of grass in the middle. Ziaul Haq is the bowler, left arm fast, and he does have a very good bouncer. This patch of grass in the middle is the kind of length where fast bowlers who can bend their back can really get excited about it. Although the run up and approach to the wicket, as you see, there's a little ridge where the stumps are. You can even see from this picture. That's why bowlers probably be a bit reluctant to run in as hard as they normally do.
Cut away into the offside, and first runs off the bat of the Clarion Eagles, and that's a lovely strike into the offside for 4.
Yeah, this is Pranav, the left-hander. He's opening the batting with Mukhtar with an offer. Like I said, with that run-up, Ziaul Haq was very, very ginger in his approach to the wicket, and that was the concern pre-game as well when I was out there talking to the set of players. See that little ridge where the stumps are, it's kind of elevated a few inches either side of the stumps, and then the bowler's landing areas is also, or the takeoff areas, there was a little bit concern, but that patch of grass in the middle, you can see, is very inviting for the bowlers.
And Shaw Faisal, you talked about 150 was scored here yesterday, a chase by the Atlanta Fire. So that will kind of put some peace of mind into the players who are playing here today.
Yeah, the word that I got is that the wicket is not bad as it looks when it actually played. So these players will find that out. I don't know if they've seen that game yesterday coming in.
Another good looking shot from Pranav. Chetapalian will pick up a couple of runs. Not going too far, more height than distance, and 2 more runs there for Clarion Eagles.
You know, they've got 6 on the board. Players warming up to the task. One slip in place. There is a fielder at 45. What Ziaul Haq is thinking, he's shortened his run, I think. Normally he's got a slightly longer run up than this.
So ball into the offside, sent back here by Mukhtar Ahmed. Shaw Faisal, 6 in the over, very good start. Chetapalian has been quite positive. We saw Second ball of the match, a slashing shot into the offside for 4, and even the shot into the onside was a shot of intent.
I think sometimes when you look at this pitch, when you look down in your setup, you're not confident, so you want to take the aggressive route and just chance your arm a little bit to begin with.
This ball into the offside, that will complete the first over. So a good start here from Clarion Eagles, 7 for no loss. But it's him out there for sure. I think it looks like it.
It is.
Okay, so
Charapalian, the other one. This 28 is what? Who's 28? It's Usman Khadir, right? Like it.
So
Are we on?
So Mohammed Ilyas has been given the ball, will come into ball to Pranav Chattopadhyay. Good start from him. And all 7 so far. Shah Faisal has come off the bat of Pranav Chattopadhyay, an exciting young player. Oh, lofted into the offside. That's a commanding shot. And it goes away 1 bounce. That's 4 more runs.
As we see the game progress, you'll find the batters coming at peace with what is in front of them, because so far the ball has come on pretty nicely. This one was full and just a little stroke. There wasn't much power behind it, but the timing was good. Sometimes you don't go by the looks, as they say.
Yeah, certainly. Shah Faisal, lovely shot again from Pranav Chattopadhyay. We saw him in the minor league games, and while he struggled in 2025, he's really come out here in just about 7 balls into this game. He's shown so much intent, and you look at the card, he's up to 11 in quick time. Ball goes through to the keeper, so Mohammed Ilyas, Ziaul Haq, Shah Faisal. Pace on both ends today by the Kingsmen. And we've seen such a powerful put together team. They won their game yesterday, very emphatic victory.
Yeah, that's the worry that we had pre-game as well, and in our opening exchanges we did mention bowlers are very skeptical about their landing, taking off as well. Even from this picture you see there's a little ridge. That's where a fast bowler would normally take off, but that landing as well, Ilyas is not sure. Obviously, having played top class cricket, they develop certain kind of mannerisms, or what you call, things that they want perfect underneath their feet, especially fast bowler, when they put so much effort onto their body, and their landing spot has to be perfect. Early concerns, not for Chattopadhyay though. Like you said, he's had a lean time, but he's gotten away a couple of them from the middle of the bat.
When you play with these big teams, Clarion Eagles, we talked about a sort of like an upset yesterday in which they lost, but still there's so much freedom to go at the top of the order. Flicked away, could pick up a couple of runs here. We saw a lot of wetness on the outfield, but that one still goes away for a couple of runs.
Ilyas definitely not settled. He's uncomfortable in his run-up. I don't know if he wants to go round the wicket to see if that would be better. Still persisting with that over the wicket angle.
Yeah, taking on the pad, big appeal, not says the umpire. Good delivery here from Mohamed Ilyas.
Must have pitched outside the leg stump. Very difficult from that angle. If you want to get an LBW, your line has to be pretty straight. Middle and off, and then bring it back. This one, I think, fair to say, it was angling in from outside the leg stump onto the pads of Chattapalian.
Yeah, might have kept a little bit low, slightly low. On the knee roll, here is Ilyas. Oh, lovely shot into the onside again. Intent is quite clear. He picks up another boundary.
Yeah, 2 straight once again. This is the second time Ilyas is straight onto the pads. And
on the knee roll, here is
Chattapalian got a couple. This time the timing was much better. Got a good piece on it.
Lovely shot into the onside again.
In front of that sweeper.
Intent is quite clear. He picks up.
We went well in front of square. 17. That represents a good start now. Ilyas was clearly not happy. He's gone back to his full run up now. Still, when you see him run in, he's still ginger. He's not full tilt. Generally, Ilyas is sprinting really hard in his run up.
Yeah, slashing shot again from Chattapalian. Look at that, goes away for 4. And runs coming quite easy here for the Clarion Eagles, all courtesy of Pranav Chattapalian.
Really hard in his run-up.
Yeah, this time overcorrection from 2 straight to 2 wide.
Yeah, slashing
and although
shot
it was
again
edgy,
from
but the fielder at third
Chattapalian.
was
Look at that,
pretty
goes
wide.
away for.
And Ilyas leaking runs, 14 of them in the first over. 2 done, 21 for now. Are we mute?
So flying start from the Clarion Eagles. It's 21 on the board. Chattapalian has struck 21 so far. Mukhtar Ahmed will get a chance to face his first ball. And Shah Faisal, we talked about a must-win game for the Clarion Eagles.
Yeah, they may have a chance mathematically after that even, but you never know with these situations. So 2 defeats will make it very, very, very difficult for them to come back. Definitely, I agree with you.
So Mukhtar Ahmed have seen 12 balls, but he will be quite satisfied with the input that Pranav has really come out with. Very positive intent, and he's really struck the ball to all parts.
And that's always good as a non-striker if you're in the middle and when you see the pitch and you're not sure about it. So 12 balls have seen it, Mukhtar, before he took first strike. That's always give him a fair idea, and like you said, no pressure from the scoreboard as well, because Chattapalian has done quite well.
Yeah, we saw yesterday Mukhtar got a big knock, 72. Faced a couple of balls from Zia ul Haq, couple of good balls, couple of dot balls, players who known each other pretty well. Look at that. One that pitched and bounced over. Mukhtar Ahmed is asking for the square leg. Is that not a wide?
But the only signal he got from the umpire was from umpire Gilani, who signaled 1 for the over. The umpire Gilani is very experienced. He's umpired in tons of first-class games.
Yeah, driven into the offside, and Shah Faisal, the officiating has been good. We've seen some of the top elite umpires out of the region here. And of course we do see Peter Nero, who was A big man in Cricket West Indies circuit as assessing umpires and helping them to improve and to learn the ever-changing rules and the way things are conducted at the top level. One thing for sure, I understand maybe later on this year or anytime now, there's going to be a little tweak to the down the leg side rule as it relates to wide.
Yeah, there's always looking at things and trying to come up with suggestions. One thing that almost caused an accident in the Asia Cup as well, they need to come out with something with when the batters decide to refer a decision to the umpire. And that action is called dead ball. But the action continues actually, and if you allow the action to continue and then take the review, something like that. I'll come back and explain more what happened. 21 for none after 3. So what happened was that
Welcome back, 21. Welcome back, 21 without loss. We've seen a maiden over from Mohammed from Zia-ul Haq in the previous over, and now the off spinner Milind Kumar given the ball. And we've seen Milind Kumar bowled in international games. And Shah Faisal, I'm pretty sure that he came in here because of the onslaught by Pranav Chattopadhyay, the left-hander. Yeah, look at that, into the offside. Couple of good balls here. We've seen 8 dot balls spread across and over from Zia-ul Haq. Couple of balls in this over from the off-spinner Milind Kumar. And finally, that jinx is broken. 9 ball. It took Mukhtar Ahmed and Chattopadhyay to get a single. Good start here from Milind Kumar.
yeah, this is good comeback from the Kingsmen, because they had 21 for none after 2 overs and then made in from Zia-ul Haq, and now Milind Kumar, just the one of the first 3, trying to build some pressure. Mukhtar has played 6 dots. He doesn't like to play dots. Doesn't like to be tied down.
Yeah, he gets off the mark now, so still a very good start. They're going at over 6 runs and over. We talked about Shah Faisal, a par score that we saw yesterday in the games that we did, maybe 49 around the 6 over mark. It might have been less.
Bit less. Just the one innings, the last innings of the day. That scored 49 was probably a par score around the halfway stage in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, I remember yesterday we did a game, and at the end of 6 over, the team was batting 15 without loss. Actually came back to post quite a good score.
124, yeah.
So we've seen a very good over here from Milind Kumar. The final ball, he's only given up 3. Mukhtar Ahmed comes back into strike. And look at that slice. And a chase here for Bonner. And they pick up a couple of runs. But in the air for some time. Off the edge. 4 gone is 26 without loss. So 26 for no loss. Mohamed Ilyas has been given another bowling spell. He comes from the come-box end. He replaces Zia-ul Haq. 2 overs, 1 made, none for 7 from Haq. He will come into bowl to Chattapalliam, who's gotten off to a very good start. You look at the card, he's up to 23 from just 16 balls. Oh, straight down the ground. Commanding shot again from Chattapalliam, gone for 4.
Yeah, Ilyas continues to be expensive. Fuller delivery in the hitting arc. And like I said, the wicket, if you don't go by looks, it has played pretty well. Wasn't quite a half volley even.
Straight down the ground. Commanding
with
shot
the shot.
again.
Strong shot. Mid off up in the ring. I don't know if Saad Ali wants to push him back now. But this is a good start from Chattapalliam. One, he's keeping the scoring up, and second, he's allowing Mukhtar the time that he may need, because we know that Mukhtar can easily make up those dot balls that he's playing as long as he's in the middle. And that is also a sign of a good partnership where you complement each other.
Yeah, we saw Mukhtar Ahmed, very uncommon, 6 deliveries in one of the over from Zia-ul Haq, 6 dot balls. Yeah, sure, Faisal, you're right on that. 31 for none. They're going over 7 and over, and he has hardly done any lifting.
Yeah, Mukhtar has taken his time. Probably now would see if he's got pace on ball, the right arm angle. Still a lot of skepticalness about the landing point and the batters even. So in that case, I'd make it a good toss to win, because when Kingsmen will come out to bat.
Mukhtar Ahmed into the offside, gone long, gone far, and has it dropped. In fact, signal 6 by the umpire, and so 6 off the bat of Mukhtar Ahmed.
He's changed the decision now, Gilani. That's 4. Immediate change of mind, because he took the word from the fielder. I think it was Zia-ul Haq off the bottom part of the bat, but Mukhtar is so powerful, it almost carried all the way, just landing inside in front of the dugout. So plenty of eyewitnesses available.
No, pulled away. Another commanding shot, this time off the bat of Mukhtar Ahmed. And we've seen a couple of 4s in a row. Lovely shot again from Mukhtar Ahmed.
In fact, the third boundary of the over. This time it was short and it sat up. Mukhtar had all the time in the world. He hit it way in front of square. There was a fielder that will come into your picture now.
Shot, this time
but he was behind square and it went away from him. So after a couple of dull overs for the Clarion Eagles, they really make another comeback. And Ilyas, look at those figures. 10 balls, 27 conceded.
Yeah, we saw his first over on the other end, went for 14. This one has gone for 13. Couple of balls remaining. A better ball, probably one of his best ball in the over. Eased into the offside, can't score. They're off to a quick start. 39.
Yeah, any ball that he gets away with it, he's still not happy. Look at him, what he's signaling. To be fair to the bowlers, if you want to go closer to the stumps, you cannot do that because of that ridge that is either side of where the stumps are. The only option, I don't know if Ilyas can go wide of the crease, real wide on the crease. But bowlers, if it's not part of their armory, they're not used to change it in a game situation.
Yeah, we saw Ilyas bowl from the top end, and he was never pleased with that, and he's come back here. Yeah. Had a look at the pitch, and Shah Faisal, where the stump is, it's a slight heel. 39 for none. Final ball, and this over is gone for plenty, gone for 13. And Mukhtar Ahmed, massive shot straight over long off, and he ends the over with a massive 6.
Well, that's the best shot of the lot so far. It was in the
39 for none,
arc,
final ball.
and
this over's gone for
Mukhtar
plenty,
Ahmed
gone for
latched
13.
onto it. A little shimmy, and then the smash.
Mukhtar Ahmed,
This time the
massive
fielder
shot,
was just a bystander
straight over long.
because it landed way over his head. 5 done, 45 for none. There was plenty of early morning dew, so you see Milind Kumar with the rag. Every time that ball travels, especially when it travels beyond the boundary, because within the boundary the curators run the rope and try to keep it dry, but beyond the boundary they're still pretty damp. It's not a warm morning at all. Will take a little time to lift.
Yeah, we saw a slight drizzle in the wee hours of this morning, Shaw Faisal.
The weather is such in this part of the world that like few miles, 15-20 miles this time of the year, weather pattern changes. Chance, the throw was wide. Good running in the end. The response was good from Chattapalian.
Yeah, we saw yesterday Clarion Eagles, they were on a big chase, 172, fell short when they made 157. We talked about Mukhtar Ahmed, got among the runs yesterday, got a big knock, 72. And across the tournament we also saw Sharjeel getting 80. Oh, that's a massive drive into the onside fielder, does well to keep the ball to only one. Quickly approaching a half century, they're up to 47 for no loss. We've seen very good batting here from Pranav Chattapaliam. And Mukhtar Ahmed, some massive shots. We've seen a couple of 1-6 from him and a couple of 4s. Playing a miss. So Milind Kumar, Shaw Faisal, we saw him bowl a very good first over. First over that only went for 5. This one has only gone for 2. And it's good to see the offie back in T20 cricket, Shaw Faisal. It seems that this is a format that hasn't been too kind for off spinners.
Oh yeah, it's because the batters are going after it and it's an easy matchup for the right-handers. You have to be very, very skillful to survive as an off spinner. Can't even think of a
cut away from Mukhtar Ahmed, and it's gonna hold up. Usman is the fielder, runs back, and 2 more runs here for Mukhtar Ahmed brings up the 50 here for Clarion Eagles. And so Clarion Eagles haven't been sent in at the end of the power play. They've posted 50 for no loss. So 50 on the board. Quick start here from the Clarion Eagles. And Shaw Faisal, they're going over 8 and over, forcing another bowling change. Hassan Khan comes into the attack.
Well, Hassan Khan's stakes has risen spectacularly over the last 18 months or so. He's a very, very talented cricketer. He has been at the forefront wherever he's played, both with bat and ball. Not to forget that he's an exceptional fielder, an outstanding fielder, anywhere actually, in the infield, in the outfield. So that's a key moment here.
Getting 80. Oh, that's a massive
lovely drive
into the
Mukhtar
onside
Ahmed.
fielder.
Well stopped by the fielder earlier on.
To keep the ball to only 1. Quickly approaching a half century, they're up to 47
Milind
for no
Kumar,
loss. We've
couple of
seen
overs from
very
him, none for
good
10
batting
so
here
far,
from
but still tidy stuff from him. Hassan Khan.
Mukhtar Ahmed,
Yeah, a
some
lot of
massive
turn
shots
into the
we've
onside.
seen.
And look at that, come back for a couple of runs, chance of a run out, and he's gone. So
Well,
after a little bit of hesitation, in the end, it's 52 for 1.
as they say, never run off a misfield. I think it was Usman Qadir who had a little fumble but recovered quickly and came up with a good throw. Have a look at that. Just a bit casual there. Then the recovery was good. And the throw was even better. Not a long throw at all. And that beat the batter. In fact, well done by Osama Razak, the wicket keeper. And the informed man, Chattapalian, has been dismissed. One very unfortunate dismissal. He's gone for 30. And Eagles now 50 for 1. 51 for 1, right?
Probably be 52.
No, it was the first single.
I thought they were coming for 2.
Yeah, so the second one comes. Show me that fielder who's, I don't know if you can. That fielder, where he's got a bottle of water in his hand.
So the captain comes to the middle. Yeah, the fielder would have been part of the run out.
That is Akhtar Shah. He's on no list.
Mel, the captain, comes to the middle. Hassan Khan's second ball into the over. And the Kingsmen has seen the breakthrough. Chattapalian gone. Batted extremely well. And so the action will continue. Captain Gomel. And straight away he gets off the mark. Officially into the offside. And he's off and running.
Yeah, Gomel had a fantastic tournament last year here in Atlanta, and eventually he lifted the trophy. Started off with a duck yesterday at a time where his team was in very good position. But that is cricket for you. Must have came in with fond memories.
Oh, paddled away into the onside. And Mukhtar will pick up 2 easy runs, so a good start from Mukhtar Ahmed, 2 shot Faisal. We've seen a good knock from Chattapalian. Unfortunately run out, and when I say unfortunately, for the Clarion Eagles. But the Kingsmen will be quite happy to get that wicket. Yeah, good delivery here from Hassan Khan. He's made quite an impression in just his first over.
He's got a slip in place, so the captain is really expecting him to pick up a wicket.
Yeah, good over from him. 7 gone. It's 54 for 1. Sorry, ball into the onside. That will now complete the 7th over. And so after 7 is 55 for 1. So 55 for 1, another bowling change. Usman Qadir has been given the ball. Fifth bowler to be used here by the Kingsmen. And he comes in here with the Clarion Eagles. They've lost one. They're going at almost 8 and over. Mukhtar Ahmed has batted well. Akash Gomel has just come to the crease. And so leg spin. Into the onside. Easy single for Mukhtar Ahmed.
Usman Qadir is very, very skillful. You'd see any tricks of the trade that a leg spinner might have. Usman has it. Got a big ripping leg break, a googly and a flipper as well. Now, retired from international cricket, even at a young age, applying his trade in domestic leagues around the world. His biggest problem over the years had been his consistency. That's why he couldn't keep on to his place in the national side. But in terms of skills, he's got it. But again, having skill and then having to execute it under pressure all the time is not that easy.
Yeah, swatted into the onside. And Shah Faisal, I recall, might have been 1988 or 1989. I told you stories of playing for Georgetown Cricket Club, which was the border cricket ground back in Guyana. I was a member of that club. I remember as a young boy saw his dad, Abdul Qadir. And I recall in that series when Pakistan came to the West Indies, when they came to Guyana, I was one of the ball boys and used to go out and bowl to these players. We're a good friend with a player by the name of Moinil Atik, Naveed Anjum, the younger players. Imran Khan led that side. Akram was on that tour. He was a young player.
That was probably one of the greatest ever series. It's just sad that it was never broadcasted. So there's not a lot of visual evidence of that, but people who involved in that series, people who covered that series, and even people who watched and listened to that series, not watched, a lot of people didn't watch it other than the grounds, but there was radio coverage of that. And that is termed as one of the greatest series because the West Indies at the time was still at the peak of their powers, and Pakistan challenged them in their backyard.
Pulled away from a short ball from Usman Qadir and gone for another maximum.
That's that one bad ball and over that he's been guilty of bowling. And someone like Mukhtar, who's been in for quite some time, was not going to spare that.
And Pakistan
Bit too
challenged
short,
them.
didn't quite come out all right from the hand. And that has been
away from a
Usman's
short
biggest
ball
problem.
from
You talk about his
Usman
dad, he never
Qadir.
had that problem because
And
he
gone
was superb with his controls and definitely had the variations. He had some great battles with the likes of Sir Vivian Richard, who was the undoubted king. He's still king, but in his playing days he was something else.
Yeah, you're right on that. That series I saw also was the last series for Mudassar Nazar.
Yeah.
Ramiz Raja was at the top of the order. Patrick Patterson was on that series. I remember seeing Patrick Patterson bowling him a short ball, Ramiz Raja, and he pulled top edge for 6. Into the offside. The over comes to an end. 10 off this over. 8 gone is 65 for 1.
Yeah, talk about that series, and Patrick Patterson was real fast. That was his peak as well. This was Curtly Ambrose's breakaway international series. He made the debut in the ODI series and bagged a haul of 4 I think in the first 2 games, and he played through the series till the end of the 3rd test match. Obviously Malcolm Marshall was there, Patrick Patterson, Courtney Walsh, and it was a huge credit for Pakistan to come up with a series draw, 1-1 after 3 matches. Could easily have won all 3. Some controversy towards the end of that series where West Indies chased down a 4th inning target with 8 down. Winston Benjamin and Jeffrey Dujon. A couple of close appeals in that run chase.
Yeah.
One given.
I remember the Guyana test. Ijaz Ahmed got big runs. Javed Miandad actually.
Miandad got back-to-back hundreds, one in Guyana and one in Trinidad, the following test match.
So folks, we're catching up all because of Usman Qadir. Brought us memories of his dad, Abdul Qadir. And we've gone on with the extension of talking some test match cricket back in the days. But you're watching the Atlanta Open, second day of competition. First session of play, first game on second day. And Hassan Khan, he's bowled well, 3 dot balls. Look at that, 4 dot balls from Hassan Khan, and Akash Gomel kept very quiet. We've seen the departure of Chattapalliam. He was unfortunately run out, and it's a rebuilding stage here for the Clarion Eagles. And Shah Faisal, we're looking at a game which is a replay of last year's grand final in 2024.
Yeah, that was a good game, and it was an upset of kind because Kingsmen had really had a good tournament of their own, but Clarion Eagles turned the tables on them. Similar looking squads, quite a few of the same players have turned up again.
Yeah, tugged into the onside. Will complete a very good over here from Hassan Khan. Gone for only 1, 9 gone. 66 for the loss of Pranav.
You see him holding his back because he came down to that big hill that is the end of the square, and he landed heavily on one of these fei. So players have to encounter a lot of things here at this field 5, but we're in for a good battle. 66 for 1. Wonderful 2 overs from Hassan Khan. He's pulled things back for his side. That's the only reason we could go back in history and talk about that series, because Hassan Khan was wheeling away with quiet deliveries, not much action.
Yeah, Qadir will continue. First over went for 10. Now we talked about Hassan Khan, 2 overs none for 6. He's really been on the ball. And the question, Shah Faisal, how long do you allow him to bowl?
I don't know if we can see the bowling card, because it will be a very interesting reading maybe after this ball. Turn and bounce for Usman Qadir. He's capable of doing that, because few of the bowlers have gotten away with very good overs and the rest have been pretty expensive. Hassan Khan, Ziaul Haq have bowled really well. Shots of catch it and gone. That did take an edge. Umpire Sandeep is not convinced. That was a massive deflection. Was it a turn or it got the edge? Usman Qadir did get turned. Mukhtar is explaining something to Ziaul Haq, but Usman Qadir and him are not happy. Have another look. Very close. What do you make of it, Lenny?
Yeah, it's hard to see from here.
Shots of catch it and gone.
Difficult to see from here, but
To be honest,
big
I
appeal.
heard something as well.
Yeah.
But it's me. Don't go by my word. Go by umpire Sandeep's word.
Yeah, this has been a really good over here from Usman Qadir. Even leading up to this ball, we've seen a couple of balls bounce and spun. He's only given up 1 3-dot balls and a big appeal, Mukhtar Ahmed. Now look at that. Top edge. In the air. Could be gone now. And Zia takes an easy catch. Mukhtar finally goes 67 for 2.
Well, you'd think justice has been done. Only a few balls later with no damage done. Mukhtar, this time, no complaints. He's walking back. And Usman Qadir had bowled a magnificent over up to that point, and he deserved that wicket. Beautiful flight. And this landing on very good areas to go with the turn and bounce that he can get, being a tall boy.
Be gone now.
Easy take from
And
Ziaul Haq.
Zia takes an easy.
And second wicket down for the Eagles. Mukhtar gone for 31. He's 67 for 2.
So ball into the onside. Still a very good over here from Usman Qadir. Just a couple of runs picked up the wicket of Mukhtar Ahmed. Halfway stage, 10 gone is 68 for the loss of 2.
They're not taking drinks, yeah. Bowling card. It's the bowling card. Ziaul Haq, 2 very good overs. Then 2 very expensive from Ilyas, Milind Kumar and Hassan. Brilliant 2 overs as well. Usman Qadir made a good comeback in the second over. He went for 10. So generally pretty decent. Just Ilyas being pretty expensive. At the halfway stage, we're seeing Milind Kumar again, this time from this combox end. 2 left-handers in the middle, so matchup comes into play. Starts off with a wide, plenty of turn there for Milind Kumar and Mohsin, who's been promoted up the order. He's an impact player and his stakes has also risen in the last 18 months or so. It's very handy all-rounder. Aerial, but not carrying to the fielder.
Yeah, we saw a couple of good overs from Milind from the other end. 2 for 10. 2 overs for 10.
Another big shot, not as convincing as the one in the previous over. Mohsin trying to bring out the switch hit. His protection behind square, only inside the ring. He's got it through in front of square. There is a sweeper just for a single.
Yeah, we've seen Milind Kumar come into his own in the last 2 years with the US national team, and has done some part-time bowling, some very good bowling. He has gotten some good spell. Part of the Major League setup for a couple of years now, to Shaw Faisal.
Shots to catch it. It went close to the fielder. Did it carry? Have to maybe come back and have a look. It
Part
looks
of the
like
Major
it was
League
skipper
setup for
Saad
a
Ali.
couple of years now, to Shaw Faisal.
Another tight over, have a look. It did, but it was away to his left. He's a left-handed batter, Saad Ali, but he's a right-hand fielder. Mohsin, another ungainly attempt to that switch hit.
Yeah, Milind Kumar has certainly posed problem here for both batters. We've seen a chance go down off the bat of Akash Gomel into the hands of Saad Ali.
Yeah, you don't want to do that against Hassan Khan. He's closing in very quickly. Superb over. 2 runs and a wide off it. 11 gone, 71 for 2.
Still warm though, eh?
It is getting. Strike. Fielder can only watch it sail over his head. That is a timely blow from Akarshit Gomel, who's taken his time, but the skipper needs to come good because last few overs have been pretty quiet.
Yeah, look at this one. A massive shot into the onside.
Strike.
And you talk about Gomel, he's always
Fielder can
been
only
among the
watch
runs
it.
wherever we see him, Shaw Faisal. You talked about how good he's been last year, so he's come out here and he's played a good hand so far.
It's another big strike. Bye-bye. This is a back-to-back sixes. Akarshit Gomel taking Usman Khadir on.
And he
And
split
a
a
couple
good
of
hand
sixes
so
early
far.
in the over, putting Usman under real pressure.
Yeah, 12 in two
another big
balls, two
strike.
commanding shot.
Bye-bye.
One straightish, one square, and you get the feeling that Gomel is gonna take on Usman Khadir. Gone for 12.
Shot put away. Will just be a single. It's a good response from Usman because instead of going quicker, he just went slower, allowed the ball to grip in the surface. But this is 13 off 3, and now he's got a left-hander. Mohsin will also be eyeing that onside boundary. Usman has a very good googly to just play havoc with that matchup theory if he comes up with the one that leaves the left-hander. It does. And the finger's gone up. Mohsin, quizzical look at the umpire. But Usman came up with that googly and taken care of the big left-hander.
Yeah, we've seen 3 balls in the over. A couple of sixes off the bat of Gomel.
Havoc with that matchup theory.
Look at this
He
one.
comes up with the one
Big
that
strike here,
leaves
Mohamed
the
Mohsin.
left hand.
Looking for a big one. Usman Khadir comes in. And he picks up a wicket here. 84 for the loss of 3.
And the
And
finger's
Clarion
gone
Eagles
up.
haven't been sending 84 for 3.
Sanjay Krishnan. Well, Usman Khadir does possess the wicket-taking ability. So he's gone for 13 on the first 3 and came back and struck. Got Mohsin out. Chance to catch it close to the fielder, but Krishnamurthy is the new man in. He is off the mark. Another of those prolific batters. And he's also gone on and done superb things for the national team. There's so much competition in USA cricket these days.
Yeah, Shah Faisal, when we sit down to talk, we talk about some of these players by name.
Struck away into the gap. And another boundary. Expensive finish to the over. 18 off it despite the
Some of
wicket.
these players by name.
Yeah, another good shot here from Gomel. We saw in the
Struck
last
away
over. Not
into the
afraid to
gap.
take on Usman Khadir. You talked about the first 13 runs in the first ball, but we'll talk about that. 12 gone, it's 89 for the loss of 3. Yeah, we've seen some big overs along the way. Those tall towers are the big ones. We saw one from Ilyas that went for quite a few. And you look at the last one, they're a tall one, but there's a little dot on top. That is because Usman Khadir picked up a wicket while he was expensive in the over.
Those 4 tall buildings on that graphic, 2 belongs to Ilyas and 2 to Usman Khadir. Rich and generous men. Which one was yours, Lenny? Do you own anything in New York?
I got a little cottage.
Hassan Khan will look to bring sanity to the proceedings for Kingsmen. Usman went for 19 in that over. He went for 10 in his first, 1 in the second, so a real mixed bag to go with the 2 wickets. Usman Khadir. Hassan Khan steady, reliable, just the 7th of his 14 balls. Turn him around. Oh, it was away from that fielder. That is terrific bowling. He adjusting his pace quite nicely. This was quicker through the air and still gripped and bounced.
Just the 7th
Yeah,
of his
Hassan
14
Khan and Milan
ball.
Kumar has really been good. Take a look at this one. Squared him up. And had Bonner been a lot wider, might have been in trouble. Bowled him. So Gomel finally takes on Hassan Khan. Doesn't end well. And the 4th wicket falls. Gomel is gone.
That is a terrific deception from Hassan Khan. Having turned him around on the previous ball, came in with the quicker one. Gomel was eyeing that slog sweep and it went through him in a flash. That is a big wicket. And Hassan Khan did exactly what his skipper was expecting of him. Have another look and keep in mind what happened on the previous ball. That is actually the ball that really set him up. And the one that followed with the wicket ball was superb. 4 down now, the Eagles, and 90 for 4. For 4, Saf Badr. It is a very decent bat. Started the tournament off very nicely. And made goes past the edge. I'm talking about Saf Badr. He made 32 yesterday. He's got 2 slips, Hassan Khan, and you're not surprised, are you, Lenny?
Not at all. We talked about how good Hassan Khan has been. And you look at those figures, 1 for 7 off 2.5 Shah Faisal. Along with Milan Kumar, 3 overs, none for 13. They've really put the brakes on the scoring here for the Clarion Eagles.
Talking about Hassan Khan, I was talking to Grant Bradburn, the coach for Kingsmen, yesterday. Probably I'll come back and finish that story when we do come back. 13 gone, 90 for 4. And Lenny, I was talking to you about Hassan Khan and what coach Grant Bradburn thinks of him. He really thinks that he could be the next global superstar in franchise cricket with his skill set. He's also thinking he's as good as finishing at the games, but he thinks Hassan Khan can open as well in T20 cricket and be mighty effective. Start of the next over now. Usman has been allowed to finish his spell. Maybe skipper hoping for him to pick up another wicket.
Yeah, you talked about Hassan Khan. I recall back in 2023 he was the top of the heap in terms of most wickets for the Atlanta Open with 12. And that's ironic. The following year in 2024,
He's gone straight as an arrow. Usman Qadir rather, continues to be expensive. Once again into the hitting arc. And this time it's Sanjay Krishnamurthy.
Ronnie,
yeah, we talked about some of the best batters in the United States, and of course the conversation will have to include Krishnamurti in there.
Straight as an arrow.
He has improved his cricket so much in the last 2 years.
You see Usman bowl this delivery and the one that he got hit for 6, and you wonder. I mean, this is the story of his career. So much skill, not the control that is required at the top level.
Yeah, well stopped. Yeah, sure, Faisal. You talked about between the bad deliveries and the really good ones. Where's the in between?
Yeah, that's not there. It's either too good or too bad. 36 runs on this pitch against someone of his skill clearly shows that lack of control. When it's good, it's really good. Helped out on a previous delivery by Hassan Khan, who saved a certain boundary. Usman Qadir, 2 for 37 of his 14 gone, 97 for 4. Ball out as well with 5 overs to go. Ziaul Haq will bowl 2 overs of his.
Yeah, we've seen 3 bowlers, three slow bowlers, Mohammad Ilyas and Ziaul Haq. Of course, the starter bowler who gave you pace.
Don't think they'll go back to Ilyas, or will they? If you look across their lineup, they have bowling options. So Ziaul Haq is a banker. Milind Kumar has still got 1 over left. He'll bowl out the way he's bowled. So 2 overs. Where are they going to find the 2 overs? Skipper Saad Ali. It'll be interesting to see.
I wonder how much bowling Bonner does these days. Right arm leggy. He's been posted a slip for some time now, Shah Faisal. I know he's a quality leg spinner. But if they want to use their 5 bowler, then Ilyas will have to come back.
I just saw Anwar Ali as well lurking around. Is he in the playing 11 today? He is playing, Anwar Ali. Or is he not? I'd seen Akhtar Shah on the field as well. The tall, strapping fast bowler. Ahmad Azam is sitting this one out. He's around the place, but he's not playing today. Can't play those. Hassan Khan. Look at the reaction from Bonner in the slips. Usman Qadir is in the first slip, Bonner in second. All at sea. Sanjay Krishnamurti, as good as he is, this is quality from Hassan Khan.
Yeah, we'll finish up his spell in impressive bowling figures from Hassan Khan. 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 8. Impressive.
Very, 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 very good in fact. 15 gone, 98 for 4. 5 to go. We talked about Akhtar Shah, and he has got the ball. Farhand has been difficult for Ilyas in terms of his landing. Let's see what big Akhtar Shah can do. He's quick as well. Make no mistake about that. Just watch his run up though. That's been the issue for the bowlers coming from that end. Back of a length, hard lengths. Krishnamurti prepared to just knock it into the gap and get a run.
Yeah, you talked about Saif Badar who got among the runs yesterday. We come down to 29 balls, Shah Faisal. They got off to a really good start.
Do not start counting.
And they've gone up to 99 for 4. Got off to a very good start. Posted 50 for the first wicket. Now Akhtar Shah, we talked about the introduction of a possibly sixth bowler.
Bowls a heavy ball. He's a tall, well-built lad, and with that grass in the middle of the pitch, pretty inviting to get it shot. Saif Badar couldn't latch on to it. Wonder if he will try this against Krishnamurti as well. He's a very good all-round player against pace and spin. 100 has been brought up as well in the meantime.
Yeah, a couple of runs. Not a bad start here from Akhtar.
Oh, how do you play that? I don't know if Kingsmen are happy to see this ball or worried to see this ball. Krishnamurti walking down to where it pitched. Have a look at that, Lenny.
Yeah, the good news, it has come in the 16th over.
How do you play that?
Never raised at all.
It landed to where the edge of the grass is and to where the normal surface is, and probably hit something and it just died. Man, this one skidded through, hit him in the ribs. That is very difficult to handle as a batter. When one slides down and pretty much similar length, jags back and hits you on the body at pace.
Something and it just died.
Shah Faisal, it does really play on your mind. Take a look at this one, ball with pace. And look at that, all in a tangle, Krishnamurti.
Man, this one.
That landed on the grass and it skidded through. Went for the Yorker. Krishnamurti will be happy to get to the other end. Akhtar Shah has been held back till over number 16. Has made a real impact. Good one so far.
Yeah, only 3 coming off this over with a final ball coming up. And we've seen Saif Badar kept quiet for the time being. And this is over number 16. You get a feeling that Clarion Eagles, with a lot of wickets in hand, would want to capitalize with the remaining 4 after this one.
Goes through him. A good over from Akhtar Shah. Just 3 of it. 16 gone. Eagles 101 for 4.
So we come down to the last 4 overs. It's 101 on the board. We've seen a fighting knock so far from Krishnamurti. Saif Badar is his partner, and Zia ul Haq has been given another bowling spell, Shah Faisal.
Yeah, he bowled 2 very good overs up front, and now we'll be looking to close out. Bowling over number 17 and 19. If things go well, I think he will take care of this combox end. And the way Akhtar Shah bowled, he still have the option the skipper to go back to Milind Kumar for 1 over.
Into the onside, beginning of over number 17. Only a single.
You're talking about the options left for Saad Ali, Milind Kumar, but Akhtar Shah, if it goes well, he might just close out from that end, bowling over numbers 18 and 20. Always good as a skipper to have the option just in case if things don't go to plan.
Yeah, pulled away by Saif Badar. Still can't get those boundary shots as we come down to the latter stages here. Shah Faisal, it's 103 on the board now. And we've got 3 over after this one. If they go run a ball, we'll probably end up to around 125.
They would certainly be looking to get more, especially after the kind of start they got. They got 45 in the first 5.
Doesn't time it well. A bit of slice and it goes. And now they're gonna come back for a couple of runs. Krishnamurti escapes with 2.
Slightly wider on that occasion. He went for it, not off the middle of the bat. By Krishnamurti's standard, it's a bit of a scratchy knock. 15 of 21. He's normally a very free-flowing batter. Easy on the eye. Every time he gets runs, he gets pretty runs. But today's been a bit of a struggle. Not his own fault. Conditions are as such.
Well, it comes around and finds the gap in front of Bonner. And you talked about him not flowing well, but that's a flowing shot from Krishnamurti. Gone for 4.
Yeah, the
Not
typical change of pace delivery that the modern day pacers, they do think they have to bowl, even if it's not necessary probably on pitch like this.
And finds
But
the
he
gap
paid the price because Krishnamurti picked it up very early. The placement was also good. Probably that is his best shot coming out the middle of the bat. Good signs for the Eagles.
Again, getting an outside edge. Still good bowling here from Zia. He has given 9 in this over. With a final ball coming up, you talked about how Krishnamurti has had to fight for his 20 runs so far. Seen good bowling from Hassan Khan and Milind Kumar. The final ball in this over. Yeah, good delivery. Can't do much with a ball like that. Saif Badar squeezes a single into the offside. And so 17 gone. It's 111 for 4. So last 3 overs, Akhtar Shah will continue. Tidy first over from him, only conceded 3. And Saif Badar, the man on strike. Oh, bowled him, looking to go into the onside. Ball hits the base of the leg stump, and another wicket falls. Saif Badar gone.
You'd say the idea was right, but the execution wasn't. Although he got the ball that you would love to get the sweep away.
Badar,
He played all around it. Saif Badar still on the move when attempting the shot. He took him a little longer to get into position. And he's disappointed. Walks
Looking
back.
to go into
This
the
is the 5th wicket
onside.
down for the Eagles. 111 for 5.
So Matthew Cross comes out. I've seen a A wicket here from Akhtar Shah. Base of leg stump, and Shah Faisal, Matthew Cross comes out here. Scottish international. Oh, into the offside! And has he taken the catch? It looks like Zia Ul Haq has taken a blinder.
Look at the reaction from his teammates. He's fielding at backward point. Don't normally see a fast bowler fielding there, but he lashed onto it. And, well, he wanted to prove a point to his teammates. He asked for that position and he got the opportunity. But that is a crucial wicket as well. Matt Cross can be dangerous in this last few overs. Full-blooded flash. It travelled very quickly. And Ziaul Haq got it neatly. I think he should be relegated back to third man now after that.
And has he taken the catch? It
So
looks like
Akhtar Shah
Zia-ul
is
Haq
on a
has
hat-trick.
taken
Couple of strikes for
a
him.
blinder.
Now as Harmeet Singh walks to the middle. And so it's 111 for 6. Couple of strikes in this over. We've seen the wicket of Saif Badar, clean ball, and then we've seen a magnificent catch from Zia Ul Haq, very low, travelling very quickly to him. And now Shah Faisal, it's a hat-trick on tap here for Akhtar Shah.
And that's that man Ziaul Haq on your screens. Well, I think after that catch, he's been pushed back to where he normally feels. But hat-trick ball, Akhtar Shah has made an impact. Now 6 down, 111 for 6. 2 wickets falling on the same score.
Yeah, Harmeet Singh has come to the middle, and I wonder what's the hold-up.
I think he's getting his helmet fixed. Harmeet Singh.
Maybe installing a camera. We've seen that gone on from time to time.
Hold on. Let me just stop you here. We're not that advanced here yet in Atlanta Open, but there was some adjustment. We'll check with Harmeet during the break what it was.
So 111 for 6. Akhtar Shah is on a hat-trick. Yeah, I know a lot of the local players from time to time, Shah Faisal, they use these GoPro cameras mounted on their helmet. But Akhtar Shah is on a hat-trick. Harmeet Singh has come out here.
Definitely Akhtar Shah will want a footage of that if we can get rid of Harmeet if that's the case. 1 bounce, a crowd catch, and the hat-trick averted. Harmeet Singh, amazing strength and depth in the batting lineup of Clarion Eagles. Harmeet is no mug. In fact, he's very, very good. Coming out at number 8. So there is still chance for the Eagles to get up to that 150. Although it will be mighty difficult, the kind of bowling they've faced in the last 2.5 overs.
Oh, flicked away down the leg side, and I think he's gone for 4.
And it's a no ball as well. Well, I was talking about 150 and then I thought to myself, no, with 2.5 overs to go, probably not. But then if you get a boundary and a free hit, you know, things can change very quickly in T20 cricket, even in the last 2 overs. If batters get on a roll, and that kind of event, a no ball boundary, can really kick them into some action.
Yeah, a couple of wickets in the over. The over's gone for 5. There's still 3 balls remaining. Harmeet Singh on a free hit ball now, so license for him to go big. Here we go. Akhtar Shah to Harmeet Singh. Good delivery, can score. And Shah Faisal 5 in this over. A couple of balls remaining. Akhtar Shah with 2 in this over.
Yeah, this is good, and the length has been difficult. Getting people hit off of the length is difficult, but every time the ball has gone greedy, go for that Yorker, misdirected. they've been punished. Akhtar Shah has been good back of a length generally.
Yeah, a bit of inside edge. Ziaul Haq we saw in this over. Took a brilliant catch.
The ball is following him around. I think tonight after the game he's going to tell his teammates he's the best fielder in the team. Hassan Khan may have to have something to say to him.
Yeah, final ball here from Akhtar Shah. He's gone for 6 at this juncture of the game, Shah Faisal. This is very good bowling. We saw a 4 off the bat of Harmeet Singh. Other than that, it's been a good over here. 6 final ball coming up.
They got that fielder square now. It was pretty straight at extra cover. That was expected because he got the field set for that Yorker. Quick delivery and good close to the over for Akhtar Shah. 2 wickets in him and it is 118 for 6. Two to go. Kingsmen won the toss, hoping that the wicket will get better second time around. What do you make of it, Lenny?
Get the feeling that it's been a hot and humid day. Not terribly hot, but still about 80 degrees, maybe 79.
New York, you find this hot. For us here in Georgia, it's a very pleasant day.
Big strike from Krishnamurti. Gone upstairs, over the head, a banner. And a good start to the 19th off the bat of Krishnamurti.
Over number 19 is generally the all-important over, the penultimate over. And it started really well for the Eagles. Length delivery, angling onto the pads.
From Krishnamurti.
And Krishnamurti, who's been in and set, wasn't going to spare that. Pressure back on Ziaul Haq. Got the field set. It went straight over the head of where the fielder was, but it's neatly struck.
Yeah, good comeback delivery here from Ziaul Haq. Hands a strike over to Harmeet Singh.
You're talking about how the pitch is going to improve in the second innings and how this run chase might pan out. Because if you look at the bowling lineup of Clarion Eagles, they got some very good bowlers. Usman Tariq, coming out of CPL just recently, who bamboozled the batters, would love to bowl on this pitch. We saw how effective Hassan Khan was, then Mohammad Mohsin himself, not to forget the old horse Najaf Shah with the new ball. So on the face of it, it may look a smallish total. There's still plenty of cricket left.
Full toss. No action from the umpire, so that's a good legal delivery from Ziaul Haq. Good in the sense it is gone for a dot ball. And he's gone for 7. We saw the first ball going for 6. Other than that, we've seen a single and a dot.
Harmeet is perplexed. I think he didn't see the ball. Probably was questioning the height as well, but it was going down. Sets up again, gets ready.
Yeah, playing a miss again outside the off stump, so kind of a slower ball.
You see what Harmeet told Ziaul Haq, just go and bowl, because Zia didn't like the decision. Incidentally, umpire Gilani and Ziaul Haq, they're from the same part of the world. They belong to the south of Punjab in Pakistan. No favors there from Gilani.
Yeah, into the onside. We'll only get 1. And so a good comeback here from Ziaul Haq, having been carted out of the playing area from Krishnamurti at the start of the over. Shah Faisal, he's really come back well. 8 off the over so far.
Well, he went for the slow delivery, but he went for the slow Yorker because he wasn't going to give length to Harmeet. That is what the late order hitters are looking for at this stage. They'll murder you if you give him length and allow him to get underneath. So Zia went for the slow Yorker. This time the quicker Yorker.
So this will close out over number 19. And in the end, a couple of runs. 128 for 6.
Still one to go. I think Ziaul Haq having chased that ball. There was a no ball. No, not in this over. Beg your pardon, that was the last over. But still 5 deliveries, so 129 for 6, 1 to go. It was a wide indeed though. Not a no ball, but a wide. This is gone, forget about that. Milind Kumar turned around. And look how far that ball went. Luckily it went over our head, straight in the direction of where we are. Expensive finish to the over. That wide ball costing Ziaul Haq the 6 runs. But how about that for a strike?
Yeah,
This
anytime
is
the
gone.
ball is
Forget
up,
about
Krishnamurti
that.
has
Milind Kumar turned
a
around.
very good shot going straight mid-off, mid-on. And it's a massive length when he hits them. Closes out over number 19. It's 135 for 6.
Talk about that. With 2.5 overs to go, they were 111. I did call if they would still be able to get to 150 and realize it was not possible. But look at it now, 135 for 6 with 6 balls. We've seen last overs go for more than 15 many a times in this T20 format. A real possibility of them getting up to 150 with Krishnamurti. Look at his strike rate now, how much of a struggle it was for him initially. But that's the virtues of staying in the middle, battling it out. And now, in the company of Harmeet, they can still get to a decent total on this difficult pitch.
So Akhtar Shah, final over. Down the ground goes Harmeet Singh. And look at that, good running. They come back for a couple of runs. Good start here for the Clarion Eagles.
Yeah, that's a good start. Good running as well. Krishnamurti feeling his hamstring a little bit at the non-striker end.
Yeah, 3 sixes for Krishnamurti so far. Add another 4 to that, and so 4 boundaries for him. 5 balls remaining to end the innings. Harmeet Singh can't get much bat onto that one and brings Sanjay Krishnamurti. Pretty sure that Clarion Eagles, they would want to have Krishnamurti on strike as much as possible. Only 4 remaining.
You know what he did. Yeah, that's the best thing for the Eagles at this stage. Krishnamurti has found his touch. He's got the hang of what the pitch is doing. What's the options? Fine leg up in the ring. Mid-off is also up in the ring. Good delivery. Akhtar Shah has really bowled well in those last 3 overs. Even Hassan Khan couldn't prevent the second run.
Yeah, good full ball, not allowing the batter to get underneath. And we know Krishnamurti, he's strong, straight. But if you don't allow him to get under the ball, Shah Faisal, as we saw Akhtar Shah does, you probably can curtail some scoring.
Yeah, but going for Yorker 6 out of 6 could be a dangerous ploy with mid-off up, fine leg up. The minute he gets it slightly wrong, he could be punished, but that is the hazards of the trade that Akhtar Shah is doing, bowling at the death.
Yeah, wide is the call. And Shah Faisal, when you look at the extras column here for the Kingsmen, it's been quite cheap. Only 4 so far.
That's good discipline, you have to say. Good discipline from the Kingsmen. We've seen teams guilty of conceding too many extras in these close, tightly contested games. A margin of 10-12 runs could really mean a difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, into the circle. We'll wait and see. Could be leg by. Yeah, the extra goes up by 1.
He started the over off with Yorkers and then went into the pitch, conceded a wide, but mixing it up. Interesting to see what he wants to do for Hermit. His strong breeze as well. Like I said, Hermit will be looking for a slow delivery or a length ball. Other than that, probably will find very difficult to get underneath and get a boundary or a maximum.
Yeah, they probably will be targeting 150. They'll need 8 to do that in a couple of balls. Into the offside. Fielder settles, takes an easy catch, and Harmeet Singh goes. Akhtar Shah picks up another one. It's 142 now for 7.
Wicket taking does slow things down in the end, and Akhtar Shah has picked up 3. That is a crucial spell from the big fast bowler. Once again, not allowing the length or the width to Harmeet to free his arms. Easily taken in the end. Joyous celebration from Akhtar Shah. Harmeet tried his best. Not an easy role that he has to do. Didn't come off today. 142 for 7 Eagles.
So 1 ball remaining for the innings. Lamba comes to the middle. And straight away goes on strike. 142. Here's the final ball. Akhtar Shah. Big swing and a miss. And they're going to go through for attempting a bye. And Krishnamurti doesn't make it home. And so they end 142 for 8.
The acrobatics from Osama Razak, but he was accurate with the throw and got the batter shot. Krishnamurti had to go for it. Very unselfish attempt there to get an extra run for the team, and he's been dismissed. Been a seesaw of an innings. 142 on the board on this pitch. Clarion Eagles would still think that they're in the game, but Kingsmen were really tidy with the ball for the most part, other than the few overs from Usman and Ilyas. 142 for 7 going into the halfway stage. Lenny, what do you make? Which team will be happier?
Well, I get a feeling, Shaw Faisal, we've seen a lot of drying up done in the last hour or so. The outfield has gotten quicker. I'm pretty sure that the wicket has dried up a little bit. And you get the feeling 143 is not going to be a walk in the park. I anticipate a very interesting chase for the Kingsmen.
Yeah, look at the batting card. Chetapalian started things off in great fashion. They were 45 for none after 5 overs. Mukhtar blossomed a bit later into his knock, 31 apiece for them. 38 not out. Sanjay Krishnamurti was the top scorer, and he held the innings together when the wickets fell around him towards the later stages of that innings. Wonderful effort with the ball as well, as we'll quickly see a look at the bowling card. 142 getting bowled out in 20 overs.
Yeah, we saw Akhtar Shah at the very end, 3 for 16. Very impressive bowling from him, and a couple of wickets for Usman Qadir, while he's probably gone for quite a few. And then at the top we saw Mohammed Ilyas and Milind Kumar. Milind Kumar and Hassan Khan was quite good. Ilyas, of course, gone for quite a few here today. So 142 at the end of 20. The Kingsmen will need 143 when we come back in about 15 minutes' time. So we get the command from the umpire. Let's play. And look at that. Hassan Khan straight away into the offside. Quite fluent. Can't score.
Yeah, the one advantage that the Kingsmen will have, that they've seen 20 overs of cricket on this pitch as opposed to taking first strike with the bat.
Hassan Khan goes high. And Mohsin takes a good catch. Well judged. Inches away from the ropes. Hassan Khan without scoring.
That was an important catch. A pressure catch, because Sharjeel is a big player. And Mohsin, who was so close to that boundary line, had to take into consideration. And also there's a swirling wind. He judged it to perfection. It went miles in the air. Not enough distance. Look at Mohsin judging and how close he was. Still both feet up in the air when he caught it, but landed inside the rope. That is a terrific catch. And a big breakthrough from Harmeet Singh. None for one.
So Sharjeel gone without scoring, and the plan to start with Harmeet Singh to the left-hander Shah Faisal has really worked out. A second ball into this game. What an impact Harmeet Singh has made.
Made a mockery of that matchup theory that goes around everywhere these days. Left armour against left-hander, who cares? If you're my best bowler, you're going against their best batter, regardless of how they're playing.
So Saad Ali comes in quite quickly here. And Shah Faisal, when you pad it up to come at number 3, anything could happen at times. Well, what has happened here? Hassan Khan has gone second ball into the innings. And Saad Ali comes out here. Here is Harmeet Singh. Not a good delivery, but he gets off the mark and runs on the board here for the Kingsmen.
Yes, Saad Ali is a very steady player. Played a couple of one-day internationals for Pakistan. He was prolific at first-class level. So that is a testament to the technique that he has, and probably needed under these conditions for someone to bat long and see this innings through, whilst the big hitters can come from the other end. So Saad Ali is very important for this Kingsmen.
So Ramiz Raja Jr. He comes in here, a man with years of local experience. Shah Faisal, he's been around US cricket for some time. Quality player himself. Harmeet Singh has started well. And look at that. We've seen this left arm spinner turn the ball square. We saw that from Hassan Khan, and we've seen a good one here from Harmeet Singh.
Yeah, that is a quality delivery. Ramiz, who himself has scored tons of runs over the years, is under pressure. Conditions are not easy. Ripping leg spinner. Direct competition to Harmeet is Hassan Khan.
Look at that. Not a good delivery. And we talked about earlier on Hassan Khan, top of the table in 2023. It was another left arm spinner in the form of Harmeet Singh last year. Top of the table also on 12 wickets. Good delivery. I'm kind of surprised with not a couple of slips employed, but a good over comes to an end from Harmeet Singh. Only 2 off the over, picked up the wicket of Hassan Khan. 1 gone. It's 2 for 1. So Najaf Shah given the ball.
Well, he's prolific with the new ball, and he also is a wicket taker, having lost 1 wicket already. That'll be a tricky little phase. Najaf Shah bowling from the far end will have to come up the hill a little bit. He has to come up the hill in terms of his experience and length of career as well. Still good to see him going, and he's lethal, especially against the right-handers. bringing the ball back into the right-handers. That'll be a challenge for Ramiz.
On edge, flies past the keeper, and then runs away for a boundary off the bat of Ramiz Raja Jr.
Diving mat cross, you would wonder that why there was no slip in place for Najaf. Obviously he relies on that in-swinger, and it was an in-swinger,
on edge,
but it caught the shoulder of the bat
keeper,
and flew away from mat cross. Still no change in field, although the fielder at short third, Harmeet, has been pushed back to third man. A puff of dust as well as this landed.
Top edge, Harmeet Singh set up to take a catch, and now Ramiz is gone. Couple of wickets down.
Najaf Shah strikes. Not the usual mode of dismissal for him, but that fielder short third man was pushed back to third man before this delivery, and it flew. Najaf will get extra bounce. Hits on the grassy patch and high on the bat. Harmeet judged it beautifully. 2 and 2 overs for the Eagles. And what a start for them with the ball. It's 6 for 2.
So Milind Kumar walks early, and he comes out here at number 4 in just the second over. Both openers back in the shade, Hassan Khan and Ramiz Raja. And you get the feeling Shaw Faisal Ramiz was looking to probably play a lot more squarer, and the ball perhaps a little bit more bounce. And talk about positioning by Harmeet Singh, straight into his hands.
Yeah, talk about Najaf Shah. Even when you set up for a cut shot, that ball can jag back in, so cramped him for space. That was a strategic field change. Very rarely when plans like this come off, they really are satisfactory, both for the captain and for the bowler.
And Shaw Faisal, how many times we've seen a couple of fielders outside of the ring, and as a batsman you pick out one. We saw that from Hassan Khan, we saw it from Ramiz Raja, straight down their throat.
Najaf Shah generally captains most of the teams that he plays for. He's not a captain. Akarshit Gomel is the captain.
Yeah, good delivery here. Milind Kumar gets off the mark, but it was a quality delivery again from Najaf Shah.
And that throw hit him flush on his right hand, luckily, although it still hurts, even if it's not your bowling arm. But he got in the way of that throw.
Captain Akarshit Gomel.
But look at that delivery, worth having another look. Look at the tail on it. The bat came down just at the last minute.
Yeah, good delivery.
That is the quality and class of the man, Najaf Shah. Look at that throw coming in now.
Gets off.
He's a big target.
But
he's a big unit.
Quality delivery.
Gotta keep your eyes on the ball. Yeah, but Najaf Shah, we saw him again this year with the Cavaliers.
Now we got the slip in place for the left-hander because the ball will be leaving Saad Ali. And the third man is also back. Protection to save runs. Fishing, bounce, movement. That is classic cricket here at the Paramveer.
Yeah, Najaf Shah brings a lot of experience. And yesterday we were talking about the quality left-arm fast bowler around in this tournament. We had a very lengthy list, and of course Najaf Shah was part of that list that we talked about. He started well. Oh, into the hands of the man asleep, and Najaf Shah with 2 in the over.
Wow, this is outstanding bowling. To do something like this to a player of Saad Ali's caliber, it has to be top class, and that was top class. He started the away swinger, not your fuller length, back of the length, looking to seam the ball, but started off well outside the leg stump, a little bit of movement in the air and further with the seam. Saad Ali squared up and taken neatly. 3 good catches place for the Eagles.
Of the man
And
that
it's
slipped.
big trouble
And
here for the
Najaf
Kingsmen
Shah
as
with
the skipper walks back. That is a huge wicket. 7 for 3 now.
Saif Badar, safe as houses, as Bonner walks to the middle. And the Kingsmen in disarray. 3 down with just 7 on the board. 2 strikes from Najaf Shah in this over. And the catching Shah Faisal has been so impressive. One from Mohsin, one from Harmeet Singh. And a good slip catch from Saif Badar.
Yes, Saif Badar is a very good all-round fielder. He can field anywhere. He's a very good outfielder. Good in the circle and good in catching positions as well. And now even for the right-hander, it's Bonner here. They've got slip in place. There's a little hold up. I don't know what happened between the time Saad went off and Bonner came in. I think there's some sort of a promotion on the bat or a helmet of Bonner that is generally not allowed per the tournament code of conduct, I guess.
Might have been one of those Cricket West Indies helmet. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. And so that will be taken care of. 3 down with 7 on the board. Shah Faisal. Bonner comes to the middle. So final ball in this over from Najaf Shah.
Well, what an over this has been. And it's not done yet. Bonner with the slip in place. What is he anticipating? Is he anticipating the one that's leaving him, or he's anticipating that Yorker? Najaf.
Yeah, good deliveries. So the second over will come to an end. Bonner gets off the mark. And so 2 gone. It's 8 for 3. Down 8 on the board. Harmeet Singh will continue. Shah Faisal. We have seen an impressive start by the Clarion Eagles. 3 down. It's only 8 on the board.
And with this performance from the Eagles, I see this group really opening up, because this tournament is very fiercely contested. So many good teams with so many big players. You cannot take any game easy, and that's what we want. As a broadcaster, as a viewer, also, every game has something on it.
Yeah, we talked about a very important match here for the Clarion Eagles. Haven't gone down to the Cardinal yesterday.
Yeah, and Cardinals, I think today they're playing as well, so keep an eye on how they go. Any team in this group with back-to-back victories or back-to-back defeats could really push them into a high spot and in the low spot. So Eagles with the defeat yesterday, making a strong comeback.
And folks, if you're watching the feed on the MLC network, want to remind you that there are at least 3 games firing at the same time. Time slots are around 10:15, 10:30, and then of course 2:30. And you can watch the other games. You can go on MLC Network on YouTube and you can catch up on all the games. Choose the game that you want to watch. And of course, if you're into numbers, you can follow all the cricket club scores ball by ball on PVCC cricket clubs, and you'll be up to date with all the games happening. I think we're going for 26 games. We saw 7 yesterday, probably another 7 today, and so games are moving fast and thick. Good bowling here from Harmeet Singh, and he may have started the whole slide when he picked up the wicket of Hassan Khan.
He did, and he's not going to let up. Like I said, to talk about a bigger picture about left arm spin in this country. I'll come back to it after this ball, as it's been put away just for a single. So when Hassan Khan bowls 4 overs for 8 runs and 1 wicket, Harmeet Singh, who's his direct competitor, he would think, how can I do it better? If I can't do it better, I've got to match him or stay close. So now 1 for 5, 1 ball shy of his 2 overs. He's made a great start.
Yeah, look at that. Quality over comes to an end again. A good one from Harmeet Singh. 3 gone, it's 11 for 3.
Atlanta Fire. Star-studded Atlanta Fire, one of the favorites.
Man, and deep, and that one is smack.
Oh, this one is lobbed into the onside. A slow, short ball. The action, Najaf Shah with a couple of wickets in the last over. Shah Faisal will continue 11 for 3.
It's Stephen Wigg, I think, in the distance. Lenny, I think Najaf had got a couple of knocks on his hand. I don't know if he's gone off.
Yeah, might have been fooled by the left arm. Yeah, Stephen Wigg comes into the side today.
Looking around the field, I do not see Najaf. I don't know, probably you got a better eyesight in the distance. Lenny, he got 2 knocks. Actually, the last ball that came to him as well, that was his bowling arm where he tried to field and throw the ball back. Got a chipped nail or something, I don't know. And it's very unlike for Najaf Shah to just bowl 1 over. And
so like for like swap, Stephen Wigg will come into bowl to Milind Kumar, a man who's been on the radar in the last 8 months or so. Stephen Wigg comes from the east.
yeah, that's same mode of action from that far end, left arm. Maybe difference in quality is there, despite Najaf Shah being at the tail end of his career, and Stephen Wigg pretty much on the up, like you said, Lenny, in terms of his stature as a cricketer.
Yeah, good start from him. Into the onside. Milind could pick up runs here. And look at that, good looking shot into the onside. He picks up 2.
Yeah, Milind Kumar, he's in good nick and he's experienced, so he can handle the pressure. Because it's all about handling the pressure when it is that tight and the quality is so competitive. You're talking about Najaf Shah just bowling 1 over because he takes some time to warm up, and generally he bowls through his 2 or 3 overs at least in one spell, so there must be some injury. We'll try and get back to you on that.
Yeah, good replacement so far. Stephen Wigg has only gone for 4. We haven't seen a wicket from him, which would have made it probably a little bit more closer to the performance that we saw from Najaf Shah. So Stephen Wigg, and he comes in at a time in which damage has been done to the top order. We saw both Saad Ali and Hassan Khan removed. Yeah, good delivery and over that only gone for 4. It comes to an end. 4 gone is 15 for 3.
And word for Najaf Shah is that he's gone off because the knock that he took, and hopefully nothing too serious, and he'll be back. Yeah, the one that on his known bowling arm, that is when the throw struck him. But Stephen Wick bowled well, kept the pressure on. Kingsmen would not want that run rate to go up as well, that required run rate. Can be difficult to force the issue on this pitch if the bowling is good. So not an easy task on hand for the Kingsmen. 15 for 3 after 4.
So Harmeet Singh will continue. He's getting a lengthy spell here. Shah Faisal 1 for 5. He's done with 2, and now he's been given a third here. Milind Kumar and Bana will have a job on their hand. Still 128 to get. Asking 8 runs and over. And they're going under 4. We've seen a good bowling start here from the Clarion Eagles. Yes, solidly defensive into the offside, and hands a strike over to Bana.
I kind of expected Harmeet to continue with his spell. Probably if a wicket doesn't come in this over, they might just hold one of his overs back and get the likes of Usman Tariq, the mystery spinner.
And you look, because they've put in some really good overs. The required run rate at about 8. Harmeet Singh given another over here.
Just a fumble will allow for that single. A bit sloppy there. Harmeet is bowling quicker and quicker. It still gets that turn, but hasn't been able to get that bounce, or hasn't been able to get the batter onto that front foot with a full length. That is where the batters are at their most vulnerable, if you can draw them forward. Just like that. And that is a big wicket. Wickets continue to tumble. And this time it's Milind Kumar. The off stump peg back, and Harmeet celebrates.
Yeah, look quite threatening as Harmeet Singh every time he picks up the ball. And another wicket falls here for the Kingsmen. This time Milind Kumar goes. Take a look at that. Yeah, looking to play across the line of a delivery ball. Hits the top of off. And Harmeet Singh picks up his second wicket. It's 17 for 4. So Osama Razak comes to the middle. And Shah Faisal, the couple of wickets here for Harmeet Singh. He's joined Najaf Shah with 2. And they're 4 down. The Kingsmen.
Yeah, the uphill task now. At the halfway stage, we did think that 142 wasn't going to be easy. But the Clarion Eagles, their batters, they struggled it out for the 20 overs, and then they came out with a template for their bowlers how to bowl, because there would have been a lot of information coming from the likes of Mukhtar, who stayed in the middle, got 31, Sanjay Krishnamurthy 38. They would have come in with the information to the bowlers where it was most difficult for them when the ball was bowled. So that is the plan that they've come up with. 2 quality operators in Harmeet and Najaf, sharing the 4 wickets between them.
Yeah, not a good delivery, and I'm surprised Shah Faisal with the new man in put another slip. Get an attacking field. He's already bowling good. Harmeet Singh, you've got them 4 down. Driven into the offside, so Razak gets off the mark with 1, completes 5, and after 5, Kingsmen find themselves in some early trouble here. They're batting at 18 for 4.
Jeff Shah back on the park and back with the ball in hand. This is 4 down. Harmeet has gone through his 3 overs. Still Usman Tariq to come. The lower they get into the order, the difficult it will be for the batters to pick the mystery spinner. 4 overs of his. So really difficult situation for the Kingsmen.
Yeah, we saw earlier on Saad Ali winning the toss and was expecting to bat on a drier surface. And so far, things have not worked out too well. Still some ways to go. 124 still needed. But they've lost the high scoring Sharjil Khan from yesterday. We saw Saad Ali going cheap. Milind Kumar and Ramiz Raja.
4 top players. They've been undone by terrific bowling. Can't really fault the batters.
Cut away into the offside. Harmeet Singh will come around. Can't get there on time. And a good looking shot from Bonner. Ball hanging outside the off stump from Najaf Shah.
Yeah, that was beautifully played. Look at Bonner. He was in complete control. He allowed the ball to bounce and then stroked it away. He wasn't looking to bludgeon it. That is the time where you have the risk to get a top edge and find the fielder at third. He just waited for the ball till the last minute and placed it away. That is a good boundary. Will give some confidence to Bonner. Uncharacteristically short from Najaf.
Yeah, that one jack back from outside the off stump. Look at that. Noddle says the umpire could be leg by. And we get the signal now, but another quality delivery here from Najaf Shah.
He pinned him back on the crease and he was appealing. Have a closer look. It hit him above the knee roll. Probably the height would have been the case. Najaf is quite tall himself. He's likely to get more bounce. That is a good decision from umpire Sandeep. No problem with the line. Probably was with the height.
So Osama Razak comes into strike. Yeah, stroked into the offside. Confident looking shot.
A couple of errors in the field there from the Eagles. Another sloppy miss, giving away a run. Although they're in complete control. But in these tightly contested games, you do not want to get the opposition back into the game. That required run rate has moved to 8.23. That's another challenge for the Kingsmen batters to encounter.
Yeah, ball cut away into the offside. Sabana and Osama Razak. Shah Faisal will have to come up with a plan here. Still some ways to go.
What I've noticed with Bonner is that he's allowing the ball to come in. He's not getting at the ball even if it's shorter. He's trying to play it as late as possible to see all the action that the ball has to do, and then he can come and play it. Ball dead. It kept low, and this time it's hit the leg stump. Osama Razak perplexed, but he has to walk back, and he continued telling his story to his mate later. because he couldn't do much with that. You expect Najaf's deliveries to bounce higher than that.
Yeah, kept a tad low, and look at that. But on the stumps is Najaf Shah. And didn't rise a lot. And in the end, Osama Razak is gone.
You look at Najaf Shah, but Najaf was clapping away in celebration. He said, mate, I'm not complaining. I love to hear the death rattle, and he did. Osama gone. 26 for 5 now, Kingsmen.
The annual Atlanta Open T20 tournament returns October 7th to 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. Presented by Atlanta Fire Cricket and Tariq Real Estate, 12 teams packed with the best domestic and international T20 talent will be on show. Catch live action on the MLC Network, Willow Cricket and T Sports.
To the middle, over completed. And Sanjay Krishnamurti, slow left arm orthodox spinner, comes into the attack here. Will come into bowl to Bonner. Bonner, we talked about having played at the international level. We saw earlier on we had to tape probably one of those West Indies logo, and that is because he's using one of those helmets he has acquired from the West Indies tests and certainly international teams. Here is Krishnamurti playing a miss, and the ball goes into the glove of the wicketkeeper.
Lenny, you're the stats man, and I'm looking at the points table in this group. What this result, if it goes the way of Eagles, what will it do to the points table?
Well, I think it will even it up in terms of, we saw Kingsmen winning yesterday, Clarion Eagles losing, so they'll probably even up today. And we've seen Cardinals playing very well. They came into today's matchups with 4 points. So there's going to be a team to watch. Always in tournaments like these, there's always a dark horse team that will come and surprise everyone. But I'm getting the feeling, Shaw Faisal, just looking outside of this group, Atlanta Fire is such a momentum team at the moment. Just we talked about only 2 or 3 days ago, won minor league championship, and they're really playing well in this tournament.
Yeah, and talk about them. They've got the strong Stallion X down at 105 for 9 in their 20 overs. So Atlanta Fire are on form, and the situation in other group is also very tight. This tournament has been played between quite a lot of very good teams, so keep an eye on the point table, keep an eye on all the games that you can on MLC Network that are live streamed, and you won't be disappointed, but because the action and drama is just unmissable.
Good shot, straight down the ground. Off the bat of Hassan Khan, and gone away for 4.
Well, Hassan Khan might have done quite a few good things in the last couple of years. This is a huge challenge even for the man of his talent and his skill. Starts off quite nicely. Look at the area he chose to hit. Other players would have been looking to cut the ball. He went straight down the ground. 7 gone, 31 for 5.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one for the team. Of course, the blue is the Clarion Eagles, who set their target.
I see you wearing a red cap, so are you with the red worm, Lenny?
Yeah, and because they've rocked back with 5 down, 31 on the board, and they're going just over 4 runs and over. Required rate pushing closer to 9 as Najaf Shah will continue. Shaw Faisal.
Yeah, that's expected when Najaf gets into the spell. Won't be surprised even if he bowls through from here if it goes well. They have plenty of options. And those 5 dots really hampering the progress of that red line.
Yeah, ball driven into the onside. Bonner picks up another run, but
He was meant to rush because he was just walking along, and look at Hassan Khan. He was saying, "What were you doing, mate?" And he also wanted to know some information. What is Najab Shah doing? Hassan Khan, if you'd asked me, I would have told you before the game. Look to bring the ball into you. Now, my old mate Najaf may surprise me by bowling a first one short delivery to Hassan. He's bowled a few short deliveries today, Najaf. Seeing that big green patch of grass in the middle, any fast bowler can get excited.
flicked away. And that's a good looking shot from Hassan Khan. And it runs away towards the backward square area. Gone for 4.
A wrong line, a bit too straight on that occasion. Hassan Khan has made a good start because his team is in trouble, and a couple of boundaries early on. Played it late because that ball did move to tuck him up, but he waited for it nicely. Played it late. That's a good shot from Hassan. Second boundary.
Oh, again, similar shot, but this time finds the fielder.
Yeah, full length, whipped it away on that occasion.
Yeah, Hassan Khan, couple of 4s for him already. Bonner's been there for some time, but get the feeling, Shah Faisal, Bonner is just trying to anchor, just trying to make sure that they don't lose another wicket. We know the importance of when you lose wickets, and look, you look at the card, they're 5 down, so batting thins out when it passes this stage.
Yeah, and a partnership is the key. So Bonner, he's not striking it big at this stage, but that's not really the issue at the moment. They need to just navigate through this innings, take it deep.
Cut away, lovely shot, finds the gap, well executed, 4 more runs.
Yeah, that is a top shot. The left arm over angle, this time the width was on offer. And Bonner, who's been playing it late, saw it early, picked up the length early. Once again, this time giving it the full flourish as well. You see the bat swing above his head in the follow through. That is a good stroke.
Yeah, man who's played 15 tests, 8 one-day international, and a 3 T20 international. Playing a miss, nibbling at one outside the off stump, goes through to the Scottish international Matthew Cross. And remind me, Shah Faisal, who's the captain of Scotland these days? Barrington, is it?
Is it George Munsey? I know Matt Cross and even George Munsey. I had a good fortune of cover the Max 16 Cayman Island. Both of them were there. He got out on first delivery today, Matt Cross, but I can tell you he's a serious player too.
Yeah, playing a miss, goes through to Matthew Cross. 8 gone. It's 41 for the loss of 5.
It's a beautifully crafted boundary. I can tell you, even that was not easy. He waited for the ball to turn and then a wristy flick. Single followed up after that boundary. That is good batting. Look at how quickly Hassan has gone to 14 of just 7, where everyone else has come out and needed time to settle in. Is it beyond even Hassan Khan, this challenge, Lenny? What do you think?
Yeah, the partnership has been very good. Good delivery here from Krishnamurti. Might have been the arm ball. Yeah, you get the feeling this is going to be somewhat of a partnership here. This is going to be very critical here for the Kingsmen. So far, 20 so far. Hassan Khan has gone 3 fours in his 14. Oh, lofted into the area, but well away from any of the fielder from Bonner. And so we've seen 6 in the over so far.
Yeah, good over. Good over so far for the Kingsmen. They need to keep the scoreboard rotating. Required run rate 8.5. They don't want to get it up to 10 and beyond so early in the innings. Still into the first half of the innings.
Yeah, we saw 4 off the second ball from Krishnamurti, but he's come back well. And he finished strong. 6 off the over, 9 gone. It's 47 for 5. So Usman Tariq has been throwing the ball, Shah Faisal. And earlier on you talked about a man who's just come off the CPL circuit.
He was outstanding there. He spun a web around many top quality batters. This is crucial phase of the game. And bowled him. First delivery. That long pause, and look at Bonner. A teapot. Probably hasn't seen Usman. He wasn't watching much of CPL then, if that was the case. But he'll have to take the walk back. This is a sensational start. And smiles all over for the Eagles.
Yes, and even the slow motion looks pretty intense. And in the end, he doesn't wait around for Usman Tariq. He makes a big shot, and he's gone.
Looks like Usman Tariq has stopped on the red light. And then the green comes on, and then he delivers. Bonners was napping by that time. It's 47 for 6.
So Aryan Satish walks to the middle. They still trail behind by 96, Shah Faisal.
The margin as well can be crucial, because we've been talking about the group situations. If it gets really tight, it may come down to the net run rate, and the fancied side of Kingsmen. That will be a headline news if they couldn't make it through from this game, from this group rather. But they've really been getting a thrashing in this game so far at the hands of Eagles.
See the Atlanta Lightning of posts 202, Shah Faisal. That's one on the big side in this tournament.
Yeah, Lightning with 1 victory already under their belt, and they have done this to Cardinals, who are sitting pretty with 2 victories already.
Yeah, we have.
It's anybody's game here.
Yes, surprise! Ah, big appeal! And so a couple of wickets from Usman Tariq. And Aryan Satish goes first ball. He's on a hat-trick now.
Well. Usman Tariq I was waiting for that moment. Eagles didn't need him that far because wickets kept coming. And eventually when he did come on, 2 of 2. Have a look at this one. Look at that pause at red light. And then the ball beautifully flighted. All at sea. Aryan Satish. No shame in hiding for coming out second best against Usman Tariq. Many better players have suffered the same fate. Gone for a first ball duck. It's a 47 for 8.
Yeah, second time in this game, Shah Faisal. We're seeing a couple of bowlers on a hat-trick. We saw Akhtar Shah in the previous innings had picked up a couple of wickets, and now all of a sudden Usman Tariq, he has bowled nothing else than 2 wickets so far. Picked up the wicket of Bonner, clean bowled him, and then of course first ball Aryan Satish was out like before. So here is the hat-trick ball.
Keep an eye on the field that Akarshit Gomel will set for this hat-trick ball. Does he want to go extravagant, or he just wants to keep things simple? Ziaul Haq loosening his shoulders, the big fast bowler. What kind of technique he possesses against the mystery of Usman Tariq. Saf Badr with the lid will come at short leg or seal him it off. Harmeet directing the traffic. A slip and seal him it off. Hat-trick ball. Go ahead, Lenny. Your moment to call it.
And Shah Faisal, when we've got these 2 fielders right in, the frame is perfect to capture these. So here we go, hat-trick ball. Usman Tariq to Haq. He sweeps into the onside, and the ball is running away towards the deep area, and it comes back for a couple of runs. Hat-trick averted.
I told you Ziaul Haq was lumbering his shoulders. I don't think he was going to bring out the front foot defensive stroke. Just the 1 ball for that seal him it off. It's disappeared now.
So 49 on the board here for the Kingsmen, and they're struggling here. A team that has done well any competition they're part of. Shah Faisal defended for his life by Ziaul Haq. Trouble still. 49 for 7. Ball again into the offside, can't score. So I've seen 2 wickets in this over.
Gets Hassan Khan the strike, and 50 has been brought up. Well, they took a lot of casualties getting this far. 50, and there's a long road ahead. 93. I think this one is beyond even the talents of Hassan Khan. Let me call this.
Oh, cut away into the offside. That's a powerful shot off the bat of Hassan Khan. Gone away for another boundary. His 4th inning so far, Shah Faisal.
It looks like he's playing on a different pitch than everyone else. Short, set up. But the good thing is Hassan wasn't committing. He waited, and then put bat to ball. And how good a strike was that? It is 54 for 7.
Harmeet. So Harmeet Singh comes back into the attack, 2 for 8. He will finish up here. And they're asking at about 9 runs and over now, Shah Faisal.
Well, turn and bounce. Not easy for the lower order. It wasn't easy for even the top order. What is going through Ziaul Haq's head? He needs to support Hassan. kicked off a length. Similar story. Teams can recover from 7 down. We saw that earlier in the Women's World Cup. Australia were down for 7 for 70. They recovered to get up to 221. Obviously, which was way too many for Pakistan in the end. A bottom edge will get Ziaul Haq off strike and bring Hassan. This is a battle. Battle between two competitors. Like for like cricketers. Hassan probably a bit more prolific with the bat. And maybe a touch better fielder, although Harmeet is also a good fielder and a good batter. But in terms of bowling skills, what do you make of them if you try to compare them, Lenny?
Yeah, we've seen an impressive bowling performance from Hassan Khan. So let's look at the comparison in terms of the numbers. We saw Hassan Khan 4 overs, 1 for 8. Harmeet is gone. Let's see, Harmeet will finish up here. 3 overs, 3.4, 2 for 9.
He's got 1 wicket more than Hassan, and he's given 1 run more. Still 2 deliveries to go. But Hassan would tell you that he's giving a better hand in batting department.
Yeah, we've seen 4 fours off him as another ripper of a delivery here from Harmeet Singh, and he knows he's only got a final ball here to make another big impression. He's gone for only 1 in this over. Very, very cheap.
Probably still coming in vision with the umpire. That's what Gilani was telling him. Final delivery of Harmeet's spell. Outside edge, a dot to finish off. Outstanding from the left arm spinner. 9 for 2 of his 4 overs. And the Kingsmen, their job isn't going to get any easier. 55 for 7 after 11.
Tariq.
Usman Tariq. I don't think Ziaul Haq will be hanging around against Usman Tariq. What are his options? Generally, lower order batters, they like to go towards the cow corner. Quicker off the back foot, offers the straight bat. The required run rate is closing in on 10, 9.96. That's a clever little lap, and he'll pick up a boundary. Hassan Khan will be buoyed by that because he needs some support. And Ziaul Haq gets a handy boundary against Usman.
Yeah, good execution from Ziaul Haq. Yeah, using the pace of the ball into a vacant area. And so they're asking to score at about 9.6 to be exact. So it will take some doing here as we come down to the last 84 runs to win. 59 on the board, as you can see.
And that's another of those variations from Usman. I think the kind of animation you see in the field from the Eagles, they realize this is going to be a tight group. They don't want to give anything away. They want to keep that margin as big as they can. It's going straight up and taken. It's Rohan with the catch. And Usman Tariq with the wicket. 3rd in his 2nd over. And this time it's Ziaul Haq's turn to depart.
Yeah, tumbling catch from, he's wearing a Rohan's jersey, but that's Stephen Wigg. We talked about Stephen Wigg, might have been a late addition. But take a look at this one, run rate getting high and looking for runs. And in the end, Ziaul Haq, a tumbling catch from Stephen Wigg. And another wicket goes down, 8 down, 59 on the board.
his belt and the lower order in. Chance of catch it, Najab Shah. Maybe 10 years ago. Still 10 out of 10 for the effort for the big man.
So Mohamed Ilyas escapes. And Usman Tariq Shah Faisal 3 for 12 so far. Nearly picked up his fourth.
I tell you, I see Ilyas batting at 10 in this team. I've seen Ilyas play some fantastic batting, some big hitting knocks.
I'll put in the other one.
Yeah, this is the battle I want to watch. Hassan Khan in the peak of his powers against Usman Tariq. It only lasted one delivery for this over. It's 60 for 8.
Yeah.
I forget where I'm leading. That's why I like. More left arm spin after Harmeet finished off from the com box end. It's Sanjay Krishnamurthy into his third over. Talked about Ilyas's big hitting prowess. Oh, a little fumble from Harmeet will allow Ilyas to come back for the second. That was a good stroke because that ball came in with the arm pretty sharply. But a good whip off the wrist.
Yeah, asking 10.5 runs and over Shah Faisal. They'll have to get those shots in. Cross and over the ropes. Ilyas and Hassan Khan.
He went for the big hoik. Having got one in the middle of the bat, the previous one. He felt good about himself. Hassan Khan, what is going through his head? He's a champion cricketer, I'm pretty sure. When most will give up, Hassan wouldn't. Hits it straight down the ground. Incredible stroke. How phenomenal is that? Not looking to pull or cut. Just goes back and hits the safest part of the ground. Straight back past the bowler.
Second time in this innings, Shah Faisal, we're seeing opting to go straight rather than square. And yeah, you're right on that. Many cricketers, as soon as the ball is short, will want to pull into the onside or go over extra cover, but he's gone straight. Twice we've seen that.
He's gone up though, under the swirling ball, and it's taken. Hassan Khan goes, and probably with him the hopes of the Kingsmen.
Yeah, it was about time for him to have a go. He was beginning to climb to almost 11 runs and over. And look at this, on the heels of going straight down the ground for 4, and it looks like Saif Badar takes a very good, well-judged catch. And another wicket falls. They're 9 down now.
Well, they're going to take a massive hit to their net run rate as well. I think Clarion Eagles got pretty close in pursuit of 172 yesterday. But they lost by about 14 runs, I think, from memory.
They made 157. Yeah, 15.
Correct me, Lenny.
They won by 15. They were chasing 172, got 157. So you do the math now.
So 15 runs was their margin of defeat. But now they got Kingsmen on the ropes. And the requirement now is 76. So that will propel their net run rate quite a lot. for the Eagles. Remember, they're the champions from last year. They must have been hurting last night going back to the hotel after getting that shock defeat. Akhtar Shah climbs into it. Number 11. Do not expect anything different from him. 68 for 9 after 13. Usman Tariq will be looking to add to his 3 wickets. Could well end up to quite close to the top of the wicket takers by this tournament is ended come Sunday. Around Amish, it goes away from Matthew Cross, but not too far. Stephen Wigg. Rohan picks up the ball.
Yeah, a couple of wides. And Shah Faisal, we come down to 11 needed. Last pair out in the middle. We've seen a strong bowling performance here from the Eagles.
I just feel for these 2 lower order batters against Usman Tariq. Little smile and the face of Ilyas at the far end. Akhtar Shah's got hold of one. He's big and he's strong. And he's put Usman Tariq over the mid-wicket boundary.
Yeah, one of the bigger ones we've seen in this game as Usman Tariq with 3 wickets and Najaf Shah with 3 himself. And we come down with the last pair out in the middle. And we talked about Clarion Eagles losing yesterday to the Cardinals. The Kingsmen winning their game. And essentially, Shah Faisal will be points for the Clarion Eagles. It appears still a long way to go here for the Kingsmen.
Yeah, it will be an absolute miracle if they get anywhere close. Usman Tariq just rushing through the overs. Just looking to get the job done. 2 deliveries to go for the tall spinner. That was wide. Cut away. Good looking stroke for a number 11. He comes back for the second.
Now we talked about Usman Tariq, fresh off the boat from his stint in the CPL. 2 other USA players. Shah Faisal was part of that TKR lineup. Netravalka and Ali Khan.
Bowled him, and that's that. Akhtar Shah wasn't going to die wondering, and Usman Tariq with 4 wickets has cleaned him up, and the Kingsmen has suffered a defeat to good teams going head to head, and the Clarion Eagles proving too strong on the day.
Yeah, big performance, 4-wicket haul. Might have been one of the first this year in 2025 at the Atlanta Open. Shah Faisal. I know games are happening thick and fast all around us, but for now, for what we know, it could be the first 4-wicket haul. What an impressive performance from the Clarion Eagles. They badly needed a win today to give them some traction in the tournament, and they've done that, and they win by 64.
Yeah, what a splendid performance with the ball. This has been absolutely outstanding against some very good players. The Clarion Eagles, their bowling lineup, they showed a high degree of skill to take care of the Kingsmen. A disappointing batting card for the Kingsmen. Star-studded lineup. They got into trouble nice and early into their innings. Their start wasn't quite good, and they kept losing wickets at regular intervals. In the end, losing the game by 63 runs. Yeah, the innings didn't start good at all for the Kingsmen. You'd feel their big men, Sharjeel, Ramiz, Saad Ali, Milind Kumar, they all went cheaply in the face of some extremely good bowling. Bonner fought it hard for 17. He tried to take the innings deep, but the only bright spot was Hassan Khan's flurry, 15 of 22, where everyone else was struggling for survival. Hassan Khan scored at a strike rate of more than 140. In the end, a disappointing batting card.
Yeah, we saw the top of the order when you look at the bowling card. And you talked about the Sharjeel Khan factor. We saw him getting a big score yesterday. But when you look at the bowling card, we saw 4 wickets for 23 from Usman Tariq, 3 for 23 from Najaf Shah. At the top of the order, so important. And 2 for 9 from Harmeet Singh. Made sure that Kingsmen doesn't get close to the 142 posted by Clarion Eagles. So folks, there you have it. Harmeet, well, in fact, that was the Najaf Shah, 3 for 23, and Harmeet Singh at the top of the order. And of course, Usman Tariq put a cap on what has been an impressive victory for them. 4 for 23. We talked about one of the rare 4-wicket hauls we've seen in the tournament so far. So in the end, Clarion Eagles, they win by 63 runs. And so folks, there you have it. This has been a production of 360. And on behalf of our technical crew, we want to invite you for another game coming up on this pitch at 2:30. Stay tuned and follow for all the action here at the Atlanta Open in 2025. And you can get that on the MLC network.